Alright, we are both ready. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And they are both underway. Oops, I immediately forgot to put their names on. Leo on the left. And Pkric on the right. Great job by me. There we go. I'm sure that can be edited in the YouTube VOD, hopefully. Both players with 2 Tetrises on the board. Pkric with number 3. Leo also with number 3. A little bit of a spire in the centre of his stack. Gets 2 nice pieces put to the left, gets a nice double, gets a single, opens up the well. Tetris with Pkric. And Leo with a Tetris. For those of you who are new, this is CT Das, which means that both players will be forced to use the Das playstyle. That's why you might see the lines in the centre of the stack. They represent full Das limits. Both of them are currently at level 18, which means that we're only interested in the top 2 lines. The blue being how far you can put the long bar to the right, 12 high. Green being how far you can put the bar to the left, 10 high. Once post-transition comes, level 19 and onwards, the lower 2 lines will be used instead. Yellow line being 9 high right with a long bar, and the red being 6 high left with a bar. Oh, ads. I remember there was a way to get rid of that, but I immediately forgot how to. Whoops. Both players with a Tetris. Nearly at the halfway mark. Leo with the Tetris, halfway mark 288. Pkric scores a Tetris 290. They're both neck and neck with each other. Both players Tetris ready. Tetris for both players. Leo immediately gets a long bar pubbing Tetris ready. Gets a bar. Gets a Tetris 360 at 80 lines. Tetris with Pkric. Another Tetris with Pkric. They're both matching each other in terms of pace. 360 each. Now 385 each. No one player has an advantage. $408 each, separated by just a single, which is basically nothing. Tetris for Leo. Tetris for Pkric. Tetris for Leo, and he'll have to burn 2 lines. Set piece comes at a bad time. Tetris for Pkric. 450 each. S said for Pkric. Fails the L spin. Small shake of his head. Pkric had the opportunity to capitalise and instead threw it away. Now in dig mode, as Leo perfectly clean scores a Tetris 500,000. Alright, both players now nearing transition. Tetris for Leo. Tetris for Pkric. Tetris for Leo. Now both players now just one line to transition. Leo with a single. 5-5-6. Pkric with 5-2-4. One Tetris behind. But is clean, scores a Tetris. Leo having to do a few burns. And now both players are clean and underway in this post-transition. Both players separated by a mere triple. Leo a little bit high up, gets the quick tap. Was a must hit. Takes a triple. Where's the bar for Leo? Bar does finally come. 605 into 21. Pkric looking for a J piece. Gets a bar. Leo with a Tetris. Pkric a little bit high up, gets a nice pole vault. Bar comes just in time. The spire was getting almost uncontrollable. Pkric bailing out with a T piece to the right. Multiple Z pieces come. Leo waiting on the bar. Bar comes for a Tetris. 670. Ahead by 2 Tetrises. Pkric scores a Tetris. Another Tetris for Leo. 700,000. Not even at 24. Tetris for Pkric into 24 with 690. Leo having to take some burns into 24. Both players are now separated by just half a Tetris. Dash mistake for Leo. This is bar or death for Leo. It is death. Pkric, you are digging, but it is good enough. You win by half a Tetris. And you will take the first leg. Actual mirror match. You're both ready, let's count them down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players are underway. Tetris number 1 for Leo. Pkric having to take a triple. No bar in sight. Bar does finally come for a Tetris. Leo already with 2 Tetrises on the board. Scores a Tetris. Excuse me, if you heard that. As Pkric scores a Tetris. Another Tetris for Pkric. Tetris for Leo as well. In the lead by 1 Tetris. Tetris from Pkric. Both players stacking pretty clean. Nice J spin for Pkric. Leo with a Tetris. Pkric with a Tetris. Leo now advantageous by 2.5 Tetrises. Scores another one. 208 at 40 lines. A good early game from him indeed. Nice double from Pkric, followed by a Tetris. Only 130 at 40 lines for Pkric. Might need to think about stepping it up a little bit. As Leo scores another Tetris, 250 at 50 lines. Continuing to pour on the efficiency. Leo, Tetris ready, guess a bar, guess a Tetris. 300,000, not even at 60 lines. Forced to put the S piece to the right. Pkric digging a little bit. Leo, Tetris ready, gets a bar. 327 at the halfway mark. Leo can think about getting a 650 transition if he carries on like this. Pkric already at 70 lines. 256. Can think about getting a 500 transition. Both players Tetris ready, both players getting a Tetris. 399 at 80 lines for Leo. Continuing the good game. As both players slam down another Tetris. Pkric is not having a bad game at all. It's just that Leo is having a great game. Let's see if this will continue all the way to level 19. Both players Tetris ready, Pkric with the bar. 100 lines each. 495. Another Tetris, 518 for Leo. 2 lines away from 110. 600k transition still on the cards. Both players scoring a Tetris. Tetris for Leo. 564. Can get 4 more Tetrises. Pkric scores a Tetris. Both players now getting close to transition. Just 2 Tetrises each left. Leo maintaining his advantage throughout the entire game. Doing a few safety burns, Pkric will transition with a score of 527. 595 for Leo. Having to take a few burns, but does score a Tetris at level 19. Now both players are underway. Pkric having to outplay Leo for this one. Pkric a little bit in the spot above, and now that long bar comes at a good time. Long bar for a Tetris for Pkric at 20. Tetris for Leo. 650 at 20. Guess a bar, guess a Tetris. Tetris for Pkric. Both players stacking very clean. 714 into 22 for Leo. Solid 1.1 pace. Pkric in the meantime looks like 620 into 22, which is solid max out pace. But max out pace is not good enough so far. If Leo can keep on continuing like this. Tetris for Leo. T-tuck, long bar, and Leo hangs a long bar, but gets another long bar, 9 high right. Absolutely bailed out. Scary moment. Gets another bar for another Tetris for Leo. 8.37 into 24. Maintaining. 1.1 pace. It's not much that Pkric can do. Leo is not blinking whatsoever. Okay, Leo with a slight slowdown. Pkric with a troublesome stack. Needs to hit that 7 high, does so. This is almost over already. Leo perfectly clean. Pkric still cleaning. Gets that bar. Opens up the stack. Leo with a mistake with the O-piece. Gets a bar. Gets a Tetris. Pkric with a forced triple. Gets a Tetris. And I think Leo only needs to score one more Tetris to completely secure this. Tetris for Pkric. Pkric must go perfect throughout the entire game. Throughout the remainder of the game now. And I don't think that's even enough. Pkric must also set up for a center well. I'm not sure how Pkric will be able to do that. Leo scores a Tetris, that will do it, no matter what Pkric will do. Great game by Pkric, but 9.55 will not cut it. Leo, where's the bar for a 29 Tetris? Never came, but a solid max out. You fight back, this is now 1-all. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. And both players are underway. Alright, Tetris for Pkric. Just waiting on the bar for Leo. Takes a forced double, long bar comes for a Tetris. Nice clean double from Leo. Pkric scores his second Tetris. Both players Tetris ready. Just waiting on the bar. Pkric will get it first. Scores a Tetris. Leo will also get the bar. Score another Tetris. Line spin by Leo. Vandweller approved. Both players scoring a Tetris, with Pkric being one Tetris advantageous. Leo scores a Tetris. Pkric needing to burn a single in one form or another. Does with an L piece. On comes immediately for a Tetris. Leo, left hand side, a little bit bothersome. Could do with a T piece ideally. Puts a long bar there. Opening up another long bar dependency, of which the second bar will come soon afterwards. Is Tetris ready? Forced to take a double as there was a J dependency at column number 3 of his stack. But cleans it up, scores a Tetris. Very epic indeed. Tetris Pkric. Looks like this game is considerably lower scoring than the first two games. But the only thing that matters is what is your score compared to your opponent. Nothing else matters. And so far, with line differences being taken into account, looks like Pkric will still be one Tetris ahead in terms of pace at the halfway mark to transition. Bar comes just in time for Leo to avoid having to do any forced skims. Tetris for Pkric, 300,000. Tetris for Leo, 281. Another Tetris for Pkric. Leo with a beautiful stat going on right now. Gets a bar, gets a Tetris. At O piece. Maybe a slight mishap, but the J piece does come at the right time. With that sold, it is as if that never happened. Gets a bar, gets a Tetris. Tetris Pkric maintaining a 1 Tetris lead in terms of pace. Pkric now having a spire in the centre of his stack. The L piece comes at a really good time, but the Z piece does not. Which means forced burns for Pkric, just what Leo needs. But an alternating LJ piece. Perfect RNG for Pkric. Completely solved. Gets a bar, gets a Tetris. As Leo forced to take a triple and a double. Takes a Tetris. Pkric will score a Tetris, and now both players close to transition. With Pkric maintaining a 1 Tetris advantage. Absolutely possible to beat without needing to play with increased aggression. Just better skill, you might say. Just stack better forehead. Leo will transition score of 480. Long bar dependency in the center stack gets a beautiful T-piece double. But parity, another beautiful T-piece double from Leo to completely solve the parity issues. But no Tetrises were scored at 19, but does score a Tetris at 20, 517. Pkric also at level 20, 550. Both players doing a little bit of burning to consolidate their stacks. Pkric now Tetris ready at level 20. Gets a bar, gets a Tetris into 21 with 580. Pkric doing a minor mistake, costing him 3 burnt lines, but is clean, gets a bar, gets a Tetris. 612. Leo now in a spot of bother. Definitely not in a scoring position. Not what you want to see. Pkric in a scoring position. Taking some skims. Had to block up the right hand side. Pkric now in a spot of bother as well. Needs an L piece ideally. Sorry, J piece. Hangs a J piece to the left hand side. And that's it for Pkric. That's a top hat at level 22 with a score of 621,856. Which can be achieved with just line out from here on out for Leo. 621,856 is the score needed. Has all the time in the world, can do it with triples. 2 Tetrises will take it. That's one of the Tetrises. And now just a triple and change will take it. Now it's just a double. Now I believe it's 2 singles. A double, and that will take it. Leo, we have won the first set. 2-1. GG's. Three, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, congratulations Leo, you have taken the first set 2-1. You need to win 2 more sets to become the championship. Pkric, you still need to win 3 sets. Two Tetrises for Pkric. 2 Tetrises for Leo, plus a double. Number 3 for Pkric. It's number 4 for Pkric, plus a single. Nice S-spin for Leo, followed by a Tetris. Leo could do with a J-piece. Does not come, but that J-piece could still be appreciated. Long bow will come as an alternate. That's another one for a Tetris. Oh, Pkric hands a Z-piece to the left hand side. Is bar or death for Pkric? It's bar or death. What will it be? It shall be death. Leo, an early top out by Pkric. Therefore, you will win the first game of the second set. Oof. Vicious rhubarb. Both players are ready. Let's count them down. Second game. Pkric, you must win 2 games to take the second set. Leo, you only need to take 1 more. That is embarrassing. Alright, let me tell to everyone what Vicious Rhubarb said in chat. Professor Layton and a malignant growth. What does that mean? I have no idea. Perhaps I don't want to know. Let's go with the game commentary, because Pkric is already in a spot of bother. Opens up a column 2 well, but that Z-piece came at literally the worst time possible. I am watching multiple streams. Well, after just 20 lines, Leo already with a bit of an advantage of 50,000 points. Tetris for Leo made that 80,000 points. Oh, Pkric with an early dash load on the Z piece near to the right hand side of the stack. Pkric now in spots of bother once again. I think Pkric only scored 1 Tetris throughout this entire game so far. Not what you want to see at all. Is survivable, but horrible in terms of pace. Slowly managing to deal with the situation. Gets a triple. Finally, Tetris number 2 for Pkric, already behind by well over 100,000 points. As Leo, enjoying a nice calm game, scores the Tetris 270 at 60 lines. Pkric only 120 at the halfway mark to transition. Carries on like this, will only get around 250 transition. World record lowest transition score ever. So I guess there's something, that's that going for you at least. Pkric going for an aggressive centre-well setup. S-Beast comes at just the wrong time. Pkric waiting for the bar. Bar just about comes in time. As Leo 3-4-3. Tetris 3-6-6 at 80 lines. I believe that was a filthy Tetris by Pkric. Off the corner of my eye. Opens up a centre well, gets a Tetris. Another centre well Tetris for Pkric. 100 lines, only 230. Tetris for Leo. Pkric looking like he is pushing down a bit, quite a bit. Trying to be as ahead as possible in the line count. Try not be as behind in terms of raw score. So Leo scores another Tetris, nearly at 500,000 points. Not even at 110 lines yet. Tetris for Leo. And Pkric now high up once again. Really needs to clean this up before transition, or else there'll be nothing he can do, no matter what. Okay, good pieces. Clean that transition. Not even 300,000. Pretty much has to hope that Leo will top out immediately, or almost immediately, for level 19. So Leo will score a Tetris, not even that transition yet. Still can score 2 more Tetrises. Tetris for Pkric, level 20. Tetris for Leo, can get a 600k transition, does so with that Tetris. 605. Can pretty much cruise all the way to victory, take the second set. 630. And Pkric getting high up, right hand side, getting almost inaccessible. He resets immediately. That's a forfeit. Pkric has decided to forfeit his game, which means that Leo, you have won the second game of the second set, which means that you are now 2-0 up in sets. GG's. Pkric, you must win the remaining 3 sets. They are both ready. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, Pkric. No more lives in terms of sets. You will permanently only have 2 lives left throughout the remainder of this match. Leo, you just need to win 2 more games and that's it. Alright, Pkric off to a solid start with 3 Tetrises in the single. Leo with a Tetris. You just need to put something to the left. Get an eyepiece. Takes a safety triple. Pkric. Bit of a spot of bother now. Gets a double. Cleans out the stack. And is now behind by 1 Tetris in terms of pace. Leo, a little bit high up. Gets a triple. 2 J pieces come at a good time. Perfectly clean stack. Had to put the J piece somewhere. Does get a bar for a Tetris. Opens up a J dependency and a long bar dependency. Now it's an LJ and long bar dependency. Leo now in a spot of bother. This is getting troublesome. S-piece comes at a bad time. Fails a quick tap in the T-piece and that's that. Pkric, you're already ahead. Early top up by Leo. You are 1-0 up. Let's count them down for the next game in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, both players just reaching 20 lines. Pkric ready off to a pretty nice 2 Tetris advantage. Really needs to cement his advantages, as he knows that Leo only needs 1 more set to win the championship. But Pkric is 1-0 up in the 3rd set. Would like to win this game to eliminate any possibility of Leo having any chances of just finishing it right there and then. Tetris for Pkric. Another Tetris for Pkric, but now has to deal with the left hand side in some fashion. Creates a long bar dependency. That long bar comes at the perfect time. Tetris for Pkric is now ahead by about 3.5 Tetrises in terms of pace. Leo looking for an L piece. L piece does finally come. cannot utilize that long bar for a Tetris. That one, however, will score a Tetris. Already past the halfway mark for Pkric. 75 lines, 316. Leo with a bar for a Tetris, 213 at the halfway mark. Maybe think about getting a 450 transition. Maybe 500 if Leo will play the remainder of this level 18 efficiently. .362 at 80 lines for Pkric. Solid game indeed. Bits for Leo. Longbar comes for a Tetris. Pkric was denied a perfect clear Tetris. Shame on RNG. Tetris of Pkric. 478. Can still get a 600k transition. Just reached 500,000 after 110 lines. Pkric. 342 for Leo. Behind by, well, I have to guess, in terms of pace, over 100,000 points. If I have to do something for post-transition, we'll hope that Pkric does a fatal error. Pkric a little bit high up. Now Pkric in a little bit of spot of bother. It gets two good pieces to open up the right hand side. Deals with a hole in column 4. It's now perfectly clean. Gets the long bar, gets a Tetris. 556 at 129 lines. And Pkric gets bad pieces. We'll have to deal with this 19 stack dirty in one form or another. Pkric in serious trouble. Needs an O piece left. Gets the O piece left. Now needs a J piece left. Gets a J piece left. Needs another O piece left. Gets that O piece left. Hangs an L piece. And that is that. The Chasedown score is 565,342. That is the Chasedown score. 565,342. Tetris for Leo. Another Tetris for Leo. 3 Tetrises will do it. Another Tetris for Leo, 530. Tetris for Leo. Just 8,000 to go. Alright, and that single will do it. Leo. 1-all, and you are now threatening championship points. Alright, Leo is ready. Let's count them down. The third game in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And they are both underway. Maximum pressure is now on Pkric to force the match to continue. Will he do so? Or will this be it? Alright, Tetris for both players. Leo looks like an early dash load with a O piece. Gets a nice L tuck. Nice adjustment to accommodate the next piece being the long bar from Leo. Tetris for Leo. Alright, Tetris for both players. Looks like Pkric. One Tetris advantageous. In the early game. Tetris for Leo, 153. Pkric for Tetris, 191 after 40 lines. Both players with clean stacks. Pkric a little bit high up. Takes a safety triple. Takes another triple, which means that he lost his Tetris readiness. Gets it back with these pieces. Gets the Tetris. Halfway mark for both players. Tetris with Pkric. Leo at 315. Pkric at 280. So all of a sudden, Leo with about a 2.5 Tetris advantage into the mid game of level 18. Pkric will have to step it up. There is no other way. Tetris for Leo. Tetris for Pkric. Both players with good stacks. Excuse me, if you've heard that. Alright, we're almost approaching the late stages of level 18. 421 of the 100 lines for Pkric. Leo already surpassing that. Both players scores Tetris. 455 at 99 lines. Pkric gets a bad set piece. That's a free burn solve. It's now clean. Leo scores a Tetris. Pkric scores a Tetris. This will come down to post transition, and Pkric has to step up. Long bar, Tetris 522, and Leo, a little bit of spot of bother this time. From his end, has a long bar dependency at column 9. Guess the bar. Pkric will score a Tetris. Looks like a transition score of about 520. Pkric with a Tetris into 20. Leo will transition with a score of 5-6-7. It's a quick tap 7 high left with a bar. Gets a Tetris. Pkric with a Tetris. Another Tetris with Pkric. Tetris for Leo. Both players stacking up. Alright, Leo is now Tetris ready. 2 O pieces put to the left. Takes a double. Gets a single, gets a bar, gets a Tetris as Pkric scores. A Tetris at 22. 670. Now has to do a little bit of cleaning. Alright, manages to clean up, but 680 at 23. Leo 665 at 22. And Pkric commits an early dash load on 23. Pkric now in trouble. Has a long bar dependency at column 1. Pkric now in serious spots of bother. Must survive this. Gets a 7 high quick tap. It was a hit, or that's it. It was a hit instead. As Leo 760 at 24. Pkric gets a bar at a good time, but needs an O piece to the left. It's O piece or that's it, pretty much. Will the O piece ever come? It never came. Leo, feel free to play this out. Mulling this to the end. Just for Leo. Some aggressive stacking. Very aggressive stacking. Still alive. Tetris. $996, $997. Oh, Leo. 997 top out, but it doesn't matter. Leo, congratulations. You are our CT second champion. GG's. You have swept Pkric in the finals. 3 sets to nothing.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.